Welcome, everybody. This is Skip the Formalities. I am your host, John J. And this is the panel, and you already know what we're going to do today. It is Thursday, 6 o'clock, and we got all the discussion for y'all. Now, we got a hot topic today. Now, the last topic we had, that was hell flaming fire, that type of topic. But the topic we got today is going to be sure to rattle some nerves. Now, let me introduce you to the panel. We got Mr. Josh. You got the muscles out. That's how he like to show up because he in Texas and it's hot as hell. We got Brianna. We got AJ. And we got Mr. KC. Yule.
Building.
Now, let's get into it. Now, we all know what's been happening lately. The baby has been all over the media with the homophobic slurs. He had the homophobic rant. He came out with the video that was very homophobic intense. And he's really just been kind of just talking about the alphabet community real kind of heavy. Now, we have had our conversations about the alphabet community. We had a lot of things to say about them. I'm not going to say that we dislike them, but we dislike a lot of the things that they're doing. So far as the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, their agenda is a little sketchy and it's not to the benefit of everybody. We like to be included, but your inclusion is including on my comfortability. Yeah. So our topic today, Black representation in the gay agenda and media. So panel, this is the topic that we're talking about. I know it's going to be a fire one. Man, who want to kick it off for us?
I jump on there. Okay, I'll start with the gay and the media. You don't really have to dig far to see that in regular media. We're seeing it in our food commercials. We're seeing it in our advertisement. We're seeing it in our cartoons. We're seeing it in the TV shows we watch. We're seeing it in our movies. So it's almost impossible to avoid that message. The question is, why are they promoting that message to children? I'm seeing, I looked at a couple of cartoons because somebody had told me that it's starting to get into the cartoons. So I watched the cartoon and it was two girls on the cartoon doing something. And at the end of the cartoon, they showed them both kiss. Just before the cartoon went off, they showed them both kiss. It was, what's the name of that cartoon? Adventure Time. Adventure Time. They showed the two girls kiss.
I like Adventure Time.
I do too. But guess what? That's what's happening, bro. That's what's happening. Adventure Time got it. Steven Universe got it big time. Steven Universe is that might as well be a gay. That might as well be a gay cartoon. That shit might as well be a gay cartoon. They not even slightly holding up the lesbian overtones in that. I mean, it's really, really strong. So you start seeing it and you start seeing all this stuff coming out and you wonder, what is the end game agenda? Because if you're sending it to the adults, okay, everybody got free choice. But why are you targeting children?
Right.
That makes your message suspect. That makes your intentions greasy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So because you're targeting minors.
So you, I'm gonna rock with you on this one because so I was watching this show. I don't know if y'all heard of it. It's a show called Elite. Okay. Now it's a high school drama. Now I kind of like high school dramas. It kind of makes me, think about, how my high school life was, a little nostalgia and everything like that. But in this drama, there's a lot of gay activity. I think there's more gay activity in this than any other sitcom that I actually watched. Like it was pretty raw, and the thing was, it's a foreign film. So it's on Netflix, it's foreign, you see? So they get away with a lot more sexual activity than they would in America.
Right.
Like they show men having sex with women. Okay.
When you say show it, banging, banging.
Yeah, and they do the same thing for men too.
Wait, whoa.
Yes.
They showing the men bang.
Yes. Yes. Like.
What's the name of that show?
You would look. You said what, Josh?
He said Elite. I think Josh, we can't hear
I
you.
don't want no name of that show.
Man, you got some serious delay, Josh.
And when you said the women, Billy, okay, when you said women,
Josh, you might need to move from that spot.
You may have to log. You may have to log out and log back in because you got
I'll be right
delay.
back. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
So let me say this right here. The other day, my daughter came up to me. My daughter just turned 7 in July. And she got, TikTok and she like doing these little videos and she have, she watch YouTube. I try my very hardest to monitor what she's looking at. But she came up to me the other day and said, "Mommy, am I bisexual?" And that fucked me up because just maybe a month ago, I had to explain to her what pride was. You know what I mean? So it's tripping me out. What's tripping me out about the media and all these gay advocates and all of that stuff is like, we not knocking y'all, but why are you trying to push your agenda on us? And if you got gay pride, why can't we have straight pride? Like, why can't we have heterosexual pride? Why am I a homophobe if I'm not rocking with your lifestyle, right? If the baby like, throw your hands up if you ain't in the parking lot. If you a dude and you ain't in the parking lot sucking dick, throw your hands up. Okay, if you a dude and you ain't in the parking lot sucking dick, throw your damn hands up. What's the problem?
Exactly.
Just because you want to be laughed because you not gay? What's wrong with that? Why can't I be proud that I'm not gay? You proud that you are gay. Why can't I be proud that I'm not gay? You know what I mean?
And
so,
hey,
yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm loving your direction. I'm really in love with your direction.
What's up, Bray?
Hey, Brianna, keep going. I'm sorry. I just had to let you know, like, I'm loving your direction. Keep going.
It's just crazy to me. Just like when my man Kevin Hart, he said, "I don't want a gay son. I don't want a gay son." And then he got in trouble for that. He gotta apologize for not wanting a gay son. Why the fuck I can't want a gay son? I gotta be homophobic because I'm saying I hope that my son not gay because I don't want a gay son. Hell, I don't want a gay daughter. I don't want that. That don't mean I hate your gay daughter. That's on you and your gay daughter. Right. But I'm hoping that my daughter give me grandkids one day, and not at no fucking lab, unless she has to do something like that because her husband got problems or she got problems. You know what I mean? But why is it that every time a straight person is happy about being straight, they got to be homophobic? You know what I mean? Why is it that every time a straight person promotes being straight, they got to be homophobic or going against whatever type of agenda they push, and they got to get canceled? The culture got to get canceled because they straight people and they promoting being straight. I don't understand that. But you got these rappers that's out here talking about killing bitches, fucking them, killing niggas, shooting up your crib, shooting you in the head, AR-15s, and y'all good with that shit. But they can't talk about be straight. You know what I mean? They can't say throw your hands up if you ain't sucking dick. What's the problem with that?
And AJ, I just want to jump in here. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This is ridiculous. When did we let a community dictate what we can and cannot say?
Right.
When do we let a community dictate what we can and cannot say? So you telling me I can't go onto stage and tell a joke about what? So I make a joke about white people. They don't have no problem with it. I make a joke about the Jews. They ain't got a problem with it. But as soon as I turn around and say a joke about some gay ass people, all of a sudden they feelings hurt. And now all of a sudden I'm part of cancel culture. I can't do venues and stuff like that. I give what happened to freedom of speech? Now, there's a difference between hate speech and freedom of speech. He's not talking about hate. He's not talking about hate. Okay? He's just simply saying, as an entertainer, I have a voice and I should be able to share how I feel. And he could have seen some guys sucking dick in the park, in the parking lot, walking up. So he decided to say something about it.
Right.
You know, he decided to say something about it. But if it was a dude and a woman doing it, would we still be having the same conversation?
Right. No, we wouldn't.
Would we still be having the same
It's
conversation?
crazy. It's crazy.
So now, and this is my issue with the alphabet community. And this is my issue with cancel culture. Y'all want to cancel and stop everything until we have nothing. Then what?
Until it's all what y'all want.
Exactly. We're gonna have a censored culture that can't do or say anything. It makes no sense to even go see a comedian because all they're gonna do is talk about their lives because there's nothing else. They can't talk about nobody. But then hold on. I got one for y'all. Since cancel culture want to cancel somebody, we see they ain't cancel Donald Trump no time soon.
Right. Jay, I seen a TikTok, right? It was a TikTok. You know, y'all know how on TikTok they have this voice that come on. I guess you talking to this voice or whatever, and it's like a lady voice or a man voice that's kind of interpreting your video. Have y'all seen that on TikTok? Where it's these videos where it's just a voice interpreting what the video is.
Yeah.
So they had like this. Yeah. So they say so. It's a TikTok out where there's this baby on TikTok. He got on like this pink jumper, an infant baby, an infant. The baby can't be a month old, okay? So the baby got on this pink jumper with watermelons or some shit on it. And then the voice is saying, I'm a boy, but my favorite color is pink. Why can't I wear pink? You know what I mean? Have y'all seen this? It's fucked me up because the mama obviously wanted to have a girl. So she decided to dress her baby boy like a girl and say, boys can wear this too. You know what I mean? I mean, it's literally a little girl outfit that this baby boy have on. That's some brainwashing shit. So you gonna make your baby, you gonna give birth and then start dressing your child like a girl and be like, it's okay that shit is crazy.
Well, AJ, they could be a non-binary family.
I mean, come on.
To me, once you start buying into that, then it's a whole bunch of bridges I can sell you. Because
and my baby's watching that shit.
Yeah, when you look at it and you're looking at, first of all, a child that's only a month old does not have reason or logic or any opinion. So you can't say that child chose pink as their favorite color. That's strike one. Number two, where's the father in that home? Where's the father to provide balance in that situation where that absolutely makes no sense? None. So if there's a father in that home, that's where the father steps into the mother like, hey, pump your brakes, baby.
Right.
This ain't right. This ain't right.
It could have been two women.
That's some weird shit.
And
that's what I'm saying.
How does that play out? How does that play out?
Let's be real. Let's be honest. How is this affecting kids being raised in men households and women households?
Damn.
What is the long-term effect?
It's affecting all the kids. It's affecting all the kids.
Yeah.
It's affecting kids that's in households with a mama and a daddy. I just told y'all, like, my baby came and was like, mama, am I bisexual? You know what I mean? That shit, she looking at that shit. Like, so I can dress like a boy because it don't matter what I wear? No, you a goddamn girl. You're gonna dress like a girl. It does matter. It absolutely matters. But when they putting all this shit out for the kids to see, like y'all said, even in cartoons, that's not right. That's not right. It's disrespectful for one, because if I'm respecting your culture or your behavior, why can't you respect that my family is straight? Do your shit.
Well,
why you got to put it out for these other little kids to see it and be influenced by it?
Okay, what you got to realize with that scenario is, think about this. What is the gay agenda? The gay agenda is to overwhelm your agenda. Because if you think about it, what is it that the gay people do not have that normal married couples have? Nothing. They're fine. They have every right that you have, every right that I have. They can get married, they can have kids, adopt kids, they can share each other's pension, 401k, everything that a normal married couple can do, they can do. They also are accepted by society and the federal government. So if that's the case, what is your issue? Your issue is now think about this. They are a small percentage of the population. Why is this, just like John said, why is the small percentage dictating policy? Have we ever did that as a country? No, we have not.
No.
The majority rules. So why is these small group of people who want to, let's keep it real. You're living a deviant lifestyle. You are living a, you know what? I won't use deviant. Let's say alternative. I'll be PG-13. You want to live alternative lifestyle. There are consequences to your alternative lifestyle. Now, you want to do whatever you want to do. That's one thing. The problem, like I said with John, is I don't want you influencing mine. Just like you want to respect your opinion, respect mine. When I come into the room, I'll be damned if I'm gonna fucking tone my conversation down because you don't feel like what I'm saying is good enough. But you can go ham on my ass. You can go ham on my ass, and I can't say shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not subscribing to that. And why do I have to tailor what I say based on what you think?
Right.
I'm done.
Oh man,
that's for sure.
I'm tired of it.
I feel you. Me too, you.
Hold on, panel. So now, remember this is dual. How is that gay agenda affecting the Black representation? How is that gay agenda affecting Black representation? I want, and this is the spin I want to look at. So look at how, if we look at comedians and actors, look at how they wore dresses.
Right. Okay. Look at how some of these rap artists, and remember, this is still in media. They're wearing purses and dresses. Bro, Uzi wear a dress. Uzi wore a dress and a heels, bro.
Now they tell you a kilt is not a dress. It's a culture.
If you're not fucking Scottish, you are not wearing a kilt. That's it. Fucking Scottish, you're not wearing a kilt.
When in Rome,
person can wear it.
When in Rome, do as the Romans. But you're not in Rome.
Exactly.
You're not in Scotland. Okay. But these guys out here, like if you take Jaden Smith, okay, there was times where he was modeling women's clothes.
Yes.
And I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was modeling women's clothes. What type of effect does that have on the Black representation? You don't see many, and correct me if I'm wrong, AJ, Brianna, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in a real fashion world like that. But you don't see white men really dressing as women. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
nope, they cross dress, but it was this. What was that one movie with Wesley Snipes in it? 2 on Fu or some shit.
Yeah.
It was a white person in that.
He talking about like modeling, like say a designer has a woman dressing as a man or vice versa. I've never seen a white guy in that scenario ever, period. Outside of movies, of course. Outside of movies. I'm talking about just fashion. I've never seen a white guy.
It can't just be Jaden though.
But even the Black football players are buying into this women earrings and makeup and women clothes type of ideal.
Well, to me, when I look at football players and the football player has his hair tied up on the top of his head like a woman, I don't care what you say, bro. If your hair is tied up like a woman, I'm looking at you like that. To me, all of those hairstyles is suspect. If you got to set your hair up, if you standing doing an interview and you got to do like this, I'm looking at you suspect. Because that shit it's crazy.
So are you saying if a guy have dreads and he run his hair like this, it's suspect?
If he got, first of all, when I look at how most guys wear dreads now, yes, I feel most of those guys are suspect. Because you just have regular dreads, I wouldn't say anything about it. But think of how they wear it. They wear it twisted up on their head. laid to the side.
In a bun.
Yes, the guy standing bruh, he's standing in the interview doing like this. Yeah, well, you know, I just had 5 tackles today, and I'm the sack leader. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You're looking fruity as fuck. Looking fruity as fuck. But guess what? Our kids is watching this.
Yes.
All our people is watching this, and they emulating this crap. They emulating this crap.
Yeah. I just want to be free to be straight. You know what I mean? Like, if you say something against them, you ain't shit, basically. You hate. You hate them, or you homophobic, but you totally against them. Why can't just like the whole Black Pride thing? Shit, why can't we be proud to be Black? You motherfuckers proud to be white, or proud to be Asian, or proud to be whatever you are. Why can't we be proud? Why can't we be proud to be straight? Why can't we say things that encourage being straight? Why can't we say things that encourage a mother and a father? Why can't we say those things that encourage that? Why do we gotta say, well, anybody, it's okay to love whoever you want. In our houses, it's okay to love a man love a woman and a woman love a man. So that's what we talking about in our house. Why is that not okay? Why is that not okay to say that? Why do we just have to go along with the gay agenda, or we bad people? That's the shit that's bothering me. Or why is it that every time my kid turn a TV on or watch a video, she got to see the damn 2 mommies and shit, or the 2 daddies and shit?
Right.
Like, why can't we need to have our own channels? Like, why can't we have our own channels? Every show that comes, like Empire, that shit was good as hell when it first came on. Second season, it was all about this fucking gay shit.
Hey,
just turned me all the way off.
But think about it. That was the whole setup. Now, back to your original statement, AJ. At the end of the day, they're not targeting us anymore. They understand that we're never going to change our vote. They're targeting your daughter. Right. All they need is your daughter to say, hey, they're people too. And guess what? That rule of change about marriage will pass. That will pass, and that will open the floodgates. Guaranteed, that is number one who they're targeting. Like I said, think I'm lying? Go to Cartoon Network. Go to Boomerang and watch a cartoon. Anytime from 3 to 5, just watch a cartoon. I guarantee you won't make it 30 minutes and you'll be like, what the this is what my kid watching? This is what my kid is being exposed to? It's a whole totally different world. So they want them. They no longer targeting us. They know every time you put what's the definition of marriage on the ballot, we're gonna say the same thing. Man, woman, motherfucker. Man, woman, motherfucker. Man, woman, motherfucker. We're gonna keep on saying that.
So let me put this out there. So by this gay agenda being put out there, and the Black representation that follows behind it, because we know that they're using the Black culture to push this agenda. We know that for a fact. We know they're pushing it for agenda.
For real.
Do you, and this is a little conspiracy theorist, do you believe that this is a means or a method to try to reduce the Black population by having this same-sex agenda and this non-binary ideal being pushed on to the kids through music, through artwork, through TV, the whole 9 yards?
I think that it don't lower our people, like it don't lower how we, reproducing, but it make us weaker. Like it make the Black people weaker.
It does alter reproduction, because if a man gets married to another man, they pretty much
but they adopting kids. I know 3 gay couples, 3 gay female couples that been to the clinic to get artificially inseminated with sperm, because they not sleeping with a dude. I know a lady right now, she's saying that her daughter is going to sleep with one of her friends so that she can get pregnant, but she is in a relationship with a woman. So we still having babies. They going to pay for them now in labs.
You know what? In that regard, I charge $15,000. Insemination.
I can't stand you. This is a real issue we having. Now you talking. Now you putting prices out.
AJ Smooth, your price on the low end, bro. Your
That's
price
a low end.
That's on the low end, bro.
Hey, I charge $15,000 for insemination.
You know what I'm saying? That's on the low
Hey,
end.
look,
I think
hey,
they
Josh,
can
I'm about to
get
get all
it
kind of
back.
messages in a minute. Like 15,000 insemination.
Hey, a bag is a bag. A bag. Hey, you see what's going on in Japan? They have those machines now. In Japan, if y'all have not seen it, pull it up. They got those machines for men. You can just walk up. They give you $500. You just walk up and just stick it in, and it'll get you together. Take your sperm. I'll give you $500. Wow, it's like a vending machine. Swear to God.
Wow.
I need 15K.
where we at.
Five
where
ain't
we're
gonna
at
work for
with it,
me.
man.
I need 15. I need 15
It's
on
just
top.
crazy. I personally, and I probably get reamed in the head for this because I know that every child deserve a household, but I just don't think that gay couples should be able to adopt kids or nothing. Now look, I don't think they should, and call me wrong, say I'm wrong for that, but I just don't think that gay couples should be able to be two mommies or two daddies adopting kids, even though kids need a home where somebody love them. But if y'all follow some shit, it be some weird shit going on in some of these households. Like they get molested, all kind of weird shit. And I ain't saying every gay couple do that, but it's just confusing to the kids. Like it's confusing. And I don't think that's fair that you can manipulate a child's mind to decide like to be gay. Like that's not cool.
Well, AJ. Well, I want to jump back to our original point. To what I was saying to you earlier. What I meant by is decreasing the black populations because the black gene won't be as strong. You know, between two black people, you got to think about when let's think about back as slavery. Just a little side note. Just think about as slavery when a white man was having sex with black women and was diluting their gene pool, and you start to have light-skinned women come out. So it was no longer the strength of black. So then now you start to have mixed children. So then they started to have children, and it further diluted the black race. So when you talk about having artificial insemination, or they taking sperm from somebody, whether it's black or however the case is like that, or they using their own egg and they using somebody else's sperm, there's still a level of dilution because they want to try to use sperm from a person that may be or the certain qualities of handsome and smart, and it doesn't even have to do with color at that point in time. They're looking for certain attributes instead of color, which further dilutes that culture of race. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. But AJ, I do want to tell you that you are wrong for telling people that they shouldn't be able to adopt kids and they gay.
I don't think they should.
I just want to tell you that
I
you're wrong.
mean, I don't think they should. That's just my opinion. I do know kids need somebody to love them. Like everybody need a home. So I do know that. But I don't think that it's right to just like, your kid wake up in the morning, I got another mommy in the bed. So this is what's normal in my house. I don't even have a chance to decide that I'm straight. Because in my house, normalcy is two women.
Especially
or two
when
men.
they find that dildo sitting out there, they ain't gonna know what's going on.
Right. True.
I'm just saying, it's just a manipulation to me. Like it manipulates the natural course of things. You know what I mean? In the universe, the only way to reproduce is a man and a woman. That's the only way to reproduce. So it seems to me that that's the right way. That's the way that it's supposed to be, because we supposed to repopulate the earth, right? Like that's what we're supposed to do.
And we need to provide women with good skincare for when it all goes off. It just
you slow, Jay. Period. You know what I mean? You're mentally ill.
I'm sorry, AJ. You're making this too easy for me.
What?
With these jokes. But
Well,
Yeah.
AJ, I don't. You know, we didn't kind of miss the boat on stopping them from adopting.
Wow.
They didn't
Yeah,
adopt
I mean, we
thousands.
All
can't.
right.
They didn't
Hey,
adopt
Yeah.
thousands by now.
you,
So
okay.
some of them
Did
kids,
y'all
they
see?
just fucked.
Did y'all see Angelina Jolie when she adopted that black kid? Then it's a little black kid, and she's like, "Well, I guess he wanted to be a girl, so she bought the little black kid dresses and shit."
I mean,
So that her little black son that she adopted, it was a little boy or that she adopted.
would you trust
And now
Angelina
Same
Jolie
thing
with a
Madonna
kid?
did.
Would
Same
you
thing.
I'm
trust?
just saying the
Would you
shit that
trust her
they
with
do
a
to
kid?
us.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
Josh.
saying the shit
Josh,
that
you
they
said
do
who
to
did
us.
what?
It was Angelina Jolie. She changed the black kid that she had into the opposite sex and said it was the kid that wanted to be
Same
that.
thing
You know what I
Madonna did
mean?
with her son. Angelina Jolie.
Would you trust Angelina Jolie with a child? Period.
Shit, I don't know,
Same thing
but I'm
Madonna did with her
saying
son. Grown ass man.
if you talking about everybody deserve a family and everybody deserve to be loved, that's fine. But when you take a kid and manipulate their mind, they don't know what the hell is going on, you know. And then all of a sudden, you mean to tell me that you bought this kid from a starving? This kid was over here in Ethiopia somewhere starving. You mean to tell me that he was thinking about being a girl?
No, you
You
know he
know
wasn't.
what I mean?
No.
There's no way a child that has I don't know how long he's been in America, but that has been exposed to American culture has been starving probably for God knows how long, if that's where he really came from, and has been
I don't
introduced to
know where
American
he
culture.
came from, but he was like
And-
an African kid.
And the first mindset is, I've been fed good. I'm in a warm bed, and the house is nice. I think I want to be a girl. I love these pink colors.
Right.
I like these floral
That's
designs.
crazy.
I really think I should be. I really think this is gonna work.
See, that's in that Dwayne Wade son category where
That's the way to go. That's it right there.
You can't even explain it. Dwayne Wade's son, what? Huh? You 11 and you have this thought process?
Right.
But you see now that the representation of it all falls on Black people.
Mm-hmm.
It falls on you don't see Matthew Stafford out there with a dress on or a man purse representing. You don't see it. You don't see who give me one white person you see out there with a man purse that's famous wearing a dress.
We'll wait because it ain't out there. But they're not there. Think about it. Who they come to the movie? Who have you ever in all of movie time history heard a white guy or white woman say, hey, they offered me a movie role where I had to dress up as drag or dress up as a man? No. It's always Black people. Who?
Marilyn Manson. Don't he wear like heels or something like that?
I said, who offered him a movie role to dress up as a girl? And how many times have you ever heard any white person saying that they were offered a gay role and they turned it down? Every time I hear that sentence, it's coming from a Black person, whether it's a woman or a man. Hey, they asked me to put on a dress. I said no. They asked me to put on a dress. I said yes. They asked me to dress like a guy. I said no. Think about Queen Latifah and Set It Off. She couldn't be no gayer. She could literally not be.
But she actually is gay.
Well, now we know that. We didn't know that at the time Set It Off came out.
Hold on. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, one article that I posted in the group chat, the Brat said that hip hop is 100% supportive
that's
of the alphabet community.
No,
I fail to believe that.
Fuck that. No.
I fail to believe that. I feel like that Black representation for that community, especially in media, is definitely a confusion to all the young men and women that are coming up, especially now with this non-binary BS and these transgender people that are coming out. I'm not trying to classify or talk derogatory towards these group of people, because if they try to come out to skip the formalities, I can tell you this right now, I don't give a damn. We gonna keep this motherfucking show going, and y'all can come and say whatever the fuck y'all want to say, but it's still popping.
At the end of the day, everybody should be able to have their own opinion. Why do I gotta agree with gay in order to have a show? That's not cool. What they trying to do? That's not cool. You trying to silence straight people? They can't be happy they straight.
Yeah, that's really what it is. That's really what it is.
Hey, Josh on delay. We gotta wait.
I heard goddamn. I saw goddamn.
But do you know? Do y'all know why though? Do you know why?
No, we don't know why you delayed. We don't know.
Really?
Oh, what do you mean? Delay? Why what? Yeah, you on big delay. Why what, Josh?
Hey,
I'm still on delay.
Hey, look, that was right on time.
Josh, whatever you said, we only caught the laugh, bro.
Just like a
y'all,
silent movie.
y'all understand why they have this power?
No.
No.
Other than promoting their agenda.
Let me.
Damn. Now that's the nigga that got a Metro phone. He got a Metro phone. That nigga got a Metro phone.
You better hop on a whole nother phone line, boy.
Hell yeah. Get that motherfucking phone back.
Hey, look, he shouldn't even ask the question. He should have just went out and just flat out just said what he had to say.
Wait a minute. We got to do sign language just to understand what the hell he's saying. You know, fucking 5-minute delay between your sentences.
Look, he talking, then stop, then the audio come in like,
right, like it's all normal.
Bro,
and we still, hey, the Japanese movie, the movie moving in his mouth is saying something else.
Oh man,
what's up, AJ?
Hey.
Look at here. Oh, she finally came on camera. Look at that. Talking all that mess behind the picture.
I was trying to focus so I can get home safe.
Ain't nothing wrong. Hey, don't say that on air because they gonna come looking for you.
That I wanted to get home safe. That's the same thing. You gotta be scared to get home safe. You can't say that. You can't say you're straight. You know what I mean? You gotta say, hey, gay is right, you know.
Let me ask you this. Why is it that we're trying to find so much? Why is it that certain companies are trying to find so much inclusion into the alphabet community in order to be able to get either their vote, their views? You can't do anything regular without incorporating the alphabet community or the gay community with just so you can get their views. Like how big is this community to influence an industry, multiple industries?
I think
your show can be great.
I think it's bigger than you think. I think it must be bigger than you think.
I think it's bigger than, okay, let's say if it's 100%. Can we honestly say it's over 20%? Think about it.
Well, if you think about it, because you got a lot of people that's in that whole category. You got lesbian, gay, transsexual, queer, people who don't identify whatever. So you got multiple people that can fall in different categories. That's just like saying, like, you know, usually like vets. Oh, they a part of like their own little group, and you got people that.
Who did you say? Who did
like
you say?
Veterans, like they have their own type of views, and even like Catholics or whatever. You could say like they are like their own subset of people because they have like their own set straight views and stuff. So I don't know. Like I guess they're trying to appease the different people in media. Everybody got different type of I guess agenda to pull.
Well, see, to me, what is it at the end of the day? I'm glad that you mentioned those. Religion has a set agenda. Yes, that's true. The military has a set agenda, but these are fixed in stone. The problem with the gay community, it is not fixed in stone. It goes by however they feel at the moment. When I think about the gay community, I think about
that's not true. Hey, that's not true.
What you mean?
What I was trying to say before. I listened to everybody, but we still haven't got to how they got to this point. And people always ask me why I have such a hatred for Obama.
Yes,
Obama
this
is the
nigga
reason.
fault.
Obama is the reason they got to this point.
Yes,
every president has two agendas. Every president has two agendas. They have a domestic, they have a foreign agenda and they have a domestic. His foreign agenda was to put back relations with United States and Africa so they could continue to rape and pillage those gold mines over there because the African people stood up and they wasn't having it no fucking more. Okay? When they saw black face, they let their guard down because they thought America was changing. Obama went over there and took them white folks over there and it's right back to pillaging. Now it's taking all this time. Now, his domestic agenda was to give the LGBT, who gave him $140 million on his campaign, he gave the LGBT, pull it up on your phones, iPads, whatever, you'll see it. They have more civil rights than black people.
I can believe that.
That's why.
I can believe that.
That's why.
I blame Obama too.
So
That's why.
He changed a lot of stuff.
So
that's why they have so much power. So their stuff is in stone. It's on paper. You can't do nothing against them.
No. I wasn't talking about I wasn't talking about the policies. I was thinking more about their ideology. If you look at it, the ideology has been adapting as this went on. When we were younger, let's go back just 10 years. Was there an alphabet community? No, it was either fucking gay or not. There was no extra stuff. Then as the years started going on, here comes binary, here comes non-binary, here comes ridiculous labels that make absolutely no sense.
Well, let me ask this question. Here's a ringer for you. Now, Josh, I heard what you said. You know,
can I say something?
No.
Okay, well, anyway, 10 years ago, it's okay, I still love you. 10 years ago, you had artists come out like Nicki Minaj and who was like all, because I guess her group of followers, they were all gay and stuff like that. She like some of her songs and stuff in media, it was for like gay people, like having a Minaj and all that other type of stuff. So that's like, isn't that promoting like lesbianism or whatever?
Yes.
Or a type of queer like behavior or whatever?
Oh,
it is.
Wait a minute. What are you saying with that, Brittany? Saying that about
So you said 10 years ago. So she had came out 10 years ago, and she had her fan base is a lot of people that's homosexual or people who are different. So when she was coming out, like a lot of people came out then, because like I was like in my young days too, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of people coming out now that's my age. So that man was listening to her. So that was like that.
But think about this. Did we have all the alphabets during when we were talking about? All of that stuff is just recent. It's not like all of that stuff was all on the books before. Now, okay, you're a gay guy or a gay girl. It was homosexual and lesbian. Then it became, I don't want to be a girl or a boy, which is humanly impossible. It's humanly impossible.
Well, you know, you have a hermaphrodite.
It's human. No, what I'm saying is you're born that way. You can't create a hermaphrodite. You can't create that. So if you're born that way, that's one thing. I don't have no problem against them. You got to make a choice, whatever. But everybody else, when you say I was born a man, but inside of me is a woman. Do I treat you like a woman? Am I going to treat you like a woman? No, I am not. When you walk up and say the wrong thing, I'm going to sock you in your face. I'm not going to say, let it slide.
The law says you got to.
So,
law says you got to.
You. Okay.
So hold on. I want to kind of jump back to what Josh said, because AJ seemed to be on Josh's team a lot. So I want to jump back to what Josh has said about President Obama. So here's my question, and I think I posed this question before. Okay. If the alphabet community gave this man $140 million for civil rights, if that was the cost of civil rights, why haven't Black people have done that?
Because Black people think people supposed to get him shit. Like Black people ain't trying to give up no money to get no rights. They think they just supposed to get shit.
Exactly.
Like that's in
I thought that was the purpose
community.
of Black Lives Matter. I thought that was the whole purpose of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, they movements and all that. They ain't giving up no money. Though.
Don't get me started on that, because again, if you don't have lobbyists in Washington,
but here's what I'm saying. If within those, let's say, in those last 10 years, the alphabet community has made moves in order to put themselves to the forefront. And Black people have been doing it all this time. Why haven't we took a page out of their playbook and say, hey, we need to drop some millions on somebody's books in order to get them on our side?
Why do we need to pay for civil liberties?
Because
Like, why do we need to pay to be
Because
treated with
all of
That's
our
dignity
the
and
money
mentality
goes to
that
respect?
want to keep us as slaves.
Well, let's be fair. How do you legislate change? You have to have lobbyists who go to the senators and the House of Representatives and make your point.
And you got to
If
agree.
that doesn't happen,
You got to agree a will with Green.
yes.
That's
So
how
we
it
need
gets
to
done.
pay. So
Yes.
we need to pay a president 140 million to make a bill to save us from danger, like they did the Asians. How much did the Asians pay
You know it was a
Biden
lot.
for that hate crime bill?
You know it was a lot. You know it was a lot.
You think they
A
paid
lot.
for that?
a lot.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
Yes.
he
I'm
owns-
positive.
Biden-
Positive.
Biden owns 2 companies over in Southeast Asia, oil companies. They paid him a lot,
I'm
and
telling
they're
you.
paying him a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I guarantee you, he probably got more than Obama got.
hey, AJ, I get what you're
Voting-
saying. I get what you're saying. We should, for one, I do agree with you. We don't need to pay for civil liberties because we was brought over here against our will. Okay, that's the first thing. That we should be owed a lot more. You goddamn right. But unfortunately, that's not how America works. America works on the back of the green dollar. Period. That's why when people go and lobby, it's about who gonna shake who hand, who gonna pay who,
Exactly.
who's gonna do this.
Exactly.
If you ain't if I haven't said this enough, if you ain't never watched House of Cards, I suggest you go watch House of Cards
You ain't
because the
lying.
way the government work is exactly how House of Cards
Exactly
play
how
it.
that is.
If you ain't never
Exactly.
seen House of Cards,
Yep.
you are
I
missing
agree.
a great drama.
Yep.
I am telling you the truth. That's exactly how it works. It's backhand
Yep.
deals. You
Yep.
vote for this, I will vote for
100%.
that. Or
Yep.
you vote for this, I'll make sure you get nominated in the next primary. That's how it works. Government
agree.
does not work on agreements. They work on backhand deals.
Yep.
Period.
So instead of the NAACP raising money for lawyers for these families whose kids get killed, they need to be raising money to get us some civil liberties and
Exactly.
respect.
Now,
Exactly.
now, ask yourself this. I'm glad that you brought NAACP up. That's NAACP, Negro College Fund. Think about this. They have been collecting money since all of us have been alive.
And still
Since
ain't
we've
got
been
it.
alive, and there is no lobby issue ever.
I don't know
Ever.
nobody that even got any.
They have.
Oh.
Think about this. First of all, the Negro College Fund is just sad. I'm not even gonna go there. Let's just stick with the NAACP. How exactly do they represent us? The only time we hear about you.
Anybody that got any money from? Does anybody know anybody?
You breaking up
Anybody
again,
know
Josh.
anybody ever got any money from the United Negro College Fund?
No.
I ain't getting none.
My auntie did
So
back in
long
the
as I'm
day.
Anybody know anybody that ever got?
My auntie did back in the day. So she got like $4,000. She got $4,000 and she went to University of Michigan. She got like $4,000 back then. But it was a program. And if to my knowledge, it was only a few people that got it. So it is what it is.
All right. So y'all know what we're approaching. Y'all know what we approaching. We approaching the final thought. All right. Now you know I want to hear your most undeniable urge to tell me everything that you want to tell me in your final thought. No holds barred. Now, AJ, you have been running the mill with us on this thing. So I can't give it to you. So I gotta give it to the glitch. Josh. Come on, kick it off.
Uh-oh.
Can y'all hear me? Am I
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
glitching?
Star Trek delay, but we can hear you.
One thing that we did not address, we started to, is where their power comes from. And their power comes directly from installments of civil rights piggybacking off the civil rights of Black people. That's where their power comes from. Where it's going is they have an agenda to completely wipe out the Black male power system.
I agree.
They can continue to eliminate the black male power system in America, they'll continue to rule. In 2004, we were rising big time, and they had to do something. That's why they put a black face in office. But that black face in office had an agenda also that they gave them. And it's still fucking us up right now. At the end of the day, we have got to have the responsibility to teach our own kids. We cannot trust them. We can't trust these public schools, charter schools, nobody. We got it, like AJ said, like Yule said, we have to teach our own kids in our own household what right and what wrong is. Bottom line. And if we don't teach them, the Cartoon Network will teach them, the LGBT will teach them. And at the end of the day, when you don't produce, that is destruction and that is death. I tell people all the time, be mad at me if you want. If you put a bunch of gay men or gay women on an island, in 50 years, they'll be extinct.
Shit, 25.
That's called death and destruction.
25.
And that is wrong, and it's not the way to 25, yeah, 25. And it is not the way to go. I'm gonna keep teaching my family right, and I'm not gonna make nobody's gonna mute me or make me scared to not speak out the truth. That's why I got fired from a certain position, because I told you, it is even okay now in the military and in other places of law enforcement. You can show up as a woman or show up as a man. And on the first day that you actually work, you can show up as something else. And that's okay. And you can't say anything. That's wrong. That is dead wrong. And I'm not going to stand for it, and nobody in my circle is going to stand for it. They want to fight to the end, I'll fight to the end. I'm gonna hold this line. So I'm on y'all. I'm gonna hold this line. It's wrong. It's immoral, and it's just freaking ridiculous. And I'm not gonna be muted. I'm not gonna let nobody mute me.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was in because you
it is.
really couldn't
I
know.
think that was
He's
it.
drinking now. He's
Yeah,
drinking now.
you just really just didn't know. Like it's just that's glitch Josh right there. That's glitch Josh. All right, Brittany, you still with us? Can you give us a final thought?
We should let Brittany come on because she ain't showed her face the whole show.
I'm
know?
sorry. I'm
Your hair
sorry.
might
I
be messed up.
apologize. Yeah, I promise. I love y'all. But yes, I think the media got their own little agenda, whether it is for to get rid of the black people, like because most of the people, like I was watching whole ass Martin Lawrence, like, and what was it? His show, Martin, and I was watching Big Mama House. I'm like, why does this keep getting repeated on BET? Like, what the fuck? Can y'all turn on something else? And like all the times he be in Sinead, like when I was younger, I used to think that was funny, but like now it's like, dang, cross-dressing. Like, that's not cool. And then even other types of things that he was saying in the show, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Media, they got their own little shit going on. So I try, as long as I know what's right and what's wrong, then I'm good. But some stuff I just can't deal with.
Okay. All right. You gave us some fire too. So I'm about to come right over to you, man.
I kind of agree with Josh and AJ. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do what is good for your family, because you got a lot of outside influences that are trying to tell you what you should be, in contrast to what you know you want to be. So you have to be extra vigilant, especially if you have children, to watch out for this stuff, because they're coming after them. They're coming after them. They are not playing. So I'm glad my daughter is now grown. So the chances of me having to experience that is lessened, I hope, to an extent. But I feel sorry for anybody that have young kids, because you're going through some stuff now.
Yes.
They're not playing with this stuff. Like I said, when I'm watching Adventure Time and I see that's a big cartoon. That's a very popular cartoon. A lot of kids watch that. So if I'm watching it and when they kissed, it was like maybe 5 seconds before the show went off, because it kind of cut off like right at the end. As soon as whatever the point they do, they cut it off. And I remember sitting there for like 10 minutes thinking about this, like, man, just what about the little kids that just watched this moment in this cartoon? How were they affected? I'm grown and I was affected. How are they affected? Especially the little girls. This gives them the idea that this is normal, acceptable behavior. And just like AJ said, her daughter is approaching her about these things. And she's a minor. She's a minor. So if they coming after them, no holds is barred. No holds is barred. So to me, the reason why I feel so strongly about it is because I look around and see how it affects the community. It's already enough Black guys in prison or dead. We don't need any more dilution of the product. And that to me is a dilution of the product. You're bringing it down. If you can't dumb us down, if you can't lock us up, if you can't get us to kill ourselves, this is another phase. But it's up to us to pay attention and realize what it is and say, hey, this stops right here for me. This stops right here for me and mine. I don't care what you're doing, but as far as me and mine, I'm protecting mine.
Right.
Okay. All right. AJ.
Kill him, AJ. Kill him.
I normally put you in the forefront, but I had to put you last, girl. You gave you. I think you on five.
I don't have a lie. I would just say, speaking as a mother, and I will start with, there's a rumor, I'm not sure how true it is, but there's a rumor that Frozen, y'all know this movie made millions, 1 and 2. Frozen,
I know
that
where she's
cartoon.
going. I know where you're going.
There's a rumor that Elsa is going to have a girlfriend or get married, have a wife or something in this movie. The star of this movie, the queen over Frozen Land, is going to have a woman as her mate in Frozen 3. That's the rumor. Like I said, I'm not sure how true that is, but my daughter loved that movie. So now, as a mother, this is the most stressful stuff. Like, it's so stressful because at the end of the day, when you have kids, it's what you teach them, what you try to teach them. You can do the best you can. You can talk to them until you blue in the face. But the world has a stronger hold over your kids. Their friends influence them. Social media now influences them. TV influences them. The rappers, like Britt was saying, Nicki Minaj, all of these rappers that go with the gay community because they want to sell 1 million records. You know what I mean? So they going with the crowd that's going to give them the most money. All of these things, all of these earthly things influence your kids, and that voice outside of your house is stronger than your voice. So the only thing you're doing is kind of you talking till you blue in the face, and you hoping that they get to the age, to the point where they go back and fast forward or rewind back to what you said to get your point. You know what I mean? To get what you were talking about. They don't always get it when you first say it. Right. You know what I mean? So I can tell my kids about being straight. My 14-year-old, she like, it's okay. Everybody human. You know what I mean? All of this stuff that they preaching. You shouldn't talk about people, Mom. You know what I mean? Everybody they can love who they want to love. All of this stuff. My baby asking me, what's pride? What's bisexual? You know what I mean? She's 7. Like, why should this even be in your mind? Sexuality shouldn't be in your mind.
No whatsoever.
You know what I mean? The only thing that I can take, solace in is that my baby, she loves twirling around in dresses. So thank God, if anything happened, I know she won't be the boy in the relationship. You know what I mean? Because that's a whole nother aspect of it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I just want for gay people, or whatever the alphabet is, whatever letter they choose, to respect that straight people want to be straight. Just like you want to be gay and unbothered, we want to be straight and unbothered. We want our children to be able to be raised straight and unbothered and unaffected by their agenda. And that should be okay. It should be okay. Nobody's telling them that they can't be gay or whatever letter they choose. but they shouldn't be telling us that we can't raise our kids or live our life as straight people without why are we offending them by being straight? And that's the problem that I'm having. We are offensive to them when we proud to be straight, or when we telling our kids that being straight is the right way, that it's not okay to be gay. It's not okay to get a girlfriend if you're a girl. If I'm telling my daughter that, what's your problem with that? You go ahead and do you, but let me raise my kid. Let my baby turn her television on without seeing two women kissing. Why is that? Why can't she do that? What's the problem with that? Why can't we go to a restaurant without, if you see two gay people in a restaurant and you got a problem with them tongue kissing in front of your kids, it's you that's a homophobe. But shit, I don't want my baby to see a man and a woman slobbing down in a family restaurant. Why do we have to watch them do it? And if we don't watch them do it, then we homophobic. That's the shit that's bothering me. I want to be proud to be straight. I want to raise my family that straight is the way to go. That heterosexuality is the way to go. And I want to be okay with that. I want society to be okay with that. I don't want to have to hide the fact that I'm strong and firm in my family being heterosexual. That shouldn't be a problem, but it looks like it is. And that's what I'm having. That's the problem that I'm having with it.
Hey, AJ, you talk about me and my final thought.
I mean, hey, this was a deep one. You picked this.
Totally.
You picked this. You wanted to talk about this, but you didn't know that I was having problems in my house with this.
I didn't. It came right on time. All right. So it's time for my final thought. Oh man, I guess for people that have got this far in our podcast, they know how to get down. So I guess it's my turn.
You gotta reach to the heavens. You gotta reach to the heavens. I seen you look up like.
All right. Here's my final thought. I feel like this is disgusting. Not disgusting in a bad way where it makes you want to vomit. I think it's disgusting in taste that we even have to discuss this topic. I think it's disgusting in taste that they have to even infringe on our own benefits to even feel comfortable in our own goddamn skin. That was just the first part. I feel as though this community, this group, I respect you for who you are and what you do, for what you may bring to America and all that stuff. But you cannot walk around here and expect more civil liberties, more civil rights than the people that's already been here. This world, this community, this nation wasn't built on your back. But you use the very people that has built this nation to push your agenda. How fair is that? Our ancestors made the trails. Our ancestors made the railroads. Our ancestors paved the way. They made the changes. They marched in the streets. Can we honestly say that an alphabet community was in a piece of that? No. Was it Mary Sue, transgender, sitting there in front of the camera, being attacked by dogs, talking about some, yeah, I want to be on it. I want to be part of the group too. Not saying they really talk like that, but I'm just saying, like,
they try.
But were they there? Were their names in history when we were paving ways?
Remember, at that time, all that stuff was illegal. To be
exactly my point. So
it was illegal.
Again, you're making strides on the back of the ancestors and the history that did not involve you and you were not accounted for, but you want to use the one community that's being misrepresented, misappropriated by every other culture because they want to assimilate us, but they don't want to struggle in order to get your agenda further and further to the moon, but leave us left here on earth. That's unfucking fair. You can't take us with you, but you want to take all the things that we accomplished and build on the top of that. You can't build an empire on top of a broken garage. Because what's gonna happen to the empire? It's gonna crumble because you didn't build the foundation. You didn't make sure the foundation was solid. So you cannot build an empire on a fucking broken ass garage. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build a skyscraper on the back of black people. There's already a broken community. We already kill each other. The police kill each other. We can't stay married. And y'all motherfuckers want to build on top of that with Black Lives Matter. How fucking fair is that? We put this whole fucking nation on our back to get it to where the fuck it is now. They flooded almost all the goddamn black communities. Or paved it over with fucking grass and shit. Where the fuck was y'all at then? But you want to take the murders that we had to go through, the marches that we had to go through, the civil liberties that we been dying to get, to build your shit up and put you over the fucking top. That's the problem I got with the fucking alphabet community. That's the problem that I have. Y'all have taken too much for fucking free and then built on top of that and then left everything that's in shambles in shambles. You ain't trying to take us with you. You ain't trying to take us with you. We can't go to the mountaintop with you. You want to leave us behind. And I don't see that as fair.
It's not.
You know, you go get snip tucked. Matter of fact, the alphabet community, to be real, they get paid better than they get paid better too. They get better positions. I can do the same damn job. But hey, because of some law or whatever like that, hey, just go ahead, just go ahead and bring them in. I mean, first it was you had to have certain companies had to have certain minorities in the building, certain amount of women in the building. Okay, now you gotta have a certain amount of alphabet community in the building. But you ain't got no glass ceiling on their asses though. I ain't seen a goddamn glass ceiling yet. These motherfuckers got too much goddamn reach and influence. Them fucking cancel culture. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. All y'all motherfuckers, if y'all ain't trying to take the black community with you, get the fuck off the black community goddamn boat. Cause we can sink the shit by our fucking selves, to be fair. And that's just real shit. That's my final thought.
I think you felt real passionate about that, Jay.
Man, I need some on church, god damn it.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Call it John Jay's place. So, but this business get to formalities. We're here every Thursday at 6 o'clock talking about real issues, talking real shit about real people. We got Yule. He sit on top of the world. We got AJ that like to drive safe. We got Brittany that ain't gonna show herself. And we got Muscle Man, Glitch, Josh. We all signing out.